Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I'm just going to share a real quick clip of the lady who on one of the recent episodes of the Pop the Balloon gets rejected. And this is just a shorter snippet of that section of the show, but it's enough to let you know what's going on. So I'm gonna let it play and then we're gonna talk about it.
Fun. I like to travel a lot. I like to stamp my passport. I'm very adventurous, skydiving, jet skiing, whatever the world brings us.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Now, what is...
Wow. Damn. Also like a man that makes as much money as me or more.
Okay.
Exactly.
Nice.
Get the bag.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Felonies. But the felonies as far as sexual, violent, small penis.
Pretty.
Gracias.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
No, I'm not going. Where are you from?
From Michigan.
He's from Michigan and he has a cowboy hat on. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I can understand why you would think I have an unwelcoming demeanor. But you're very handsome, Ryan. I love your dimples, but I'm actually very much a sweetheart. Next.
I don't do those skydiving. No, I'm scared of heights, and so I had problems in my past.
No.
And I think we from the same city, and I'm not trying to date no women from that.
No.
So I said, you're not feminine. I said, but you came out a little aggressive.
Did I cuss?
You was on a defensive mode.
No, I think you guys all look handsome. I'm just very like, this is my personality. I don't feel like I got to tone down for nobody, but I respect that you want somebody that maybe you can run over.
I'm Trey, 25, and I believe our temperaments would clash. The personalities that we have. I'm not a big fan of drunkenness in public. Or
okay.
Just the idea.
I just don't think I would like to be out on a nice dinner date or skydiving with somebody that wears pearls. I'm not drunk at all. A little tipsy, you know. They gave us some drinks in the back, but
I popped my balloon. I just didn't like the going back and forth with people. It's just not for me. That's all.
I'm not gonna say it's going back and forth. Going back and forth sounds more like an argument. I feel like you guys stated your opinions about me and how you felt, and I feel like I gave you my opinions about.
I can see us being out on a date and you going back and forth with a waiter because something ain't cooked right. Or like,
wow. So you think I disrespect civilians and people that serve other people and do their job?
These do civilians. Like I said, you don't look bad. I just wouldn't really approach you like that.
What's your type?
My type? I mean...
Yeah, I would love what you are physically attracted to, since you're not physically attracted to me, which I'm not really...
I mean, I like natural hair. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real. It's not so much like...
Be honest.
You can be pretty, but like the way you carry yourself can make you... I ain't gonna say ugly, but it can... All that go out the window.
So you felt like I carried myself... aggressively?
A little bit. Like I said, I don't know if it was the drinks, but it was...
No, this is how I am all the time.
It wasn't pleasant. I'll say that.
It wasn't pleasant? Yeah. Do y'all all feel that way?
I don't see no balloon.
I feel like y'all intimidated. I feel like I'm a very pleasant person. I feel like I understand the physical attraction. Me too. I pay attention to detail. I feel like you're dark skinned, your hair is pretty. You got a nice look to your, face, whatever.
Appreciate it.
Me personally, I wouldn't put on no Dolce Cabbanas because I feel like they played out because I'm into swag or whatever the case may be.
That's all good.
I feel like my attitude is actually very great. I feel like any man that dates me is going to be overwhelmed with me just supporting his confidence and me building him up. I feel like that if you guys don't like a woman that likes to have a conversation or maybe disagree every once in a while, then y'all should reevaluate yourself.
See, I can see y'all right now.
Okay, and I usually like Indie Remy, but at this particular time, I'm not going to dive into Indie's commentary on it. Now, that was more than enough to see why all the balloons got popped. Okay. The extra combativeness. You can't say who you are in so much as you can't tell people how they're receiving you versus how they should receive you and versus how they should experience you just because you think you're giving them a particular kind of experience. people's experience of you is what you're actually doing. It's the reality of how you're actually presenting versus how you think you're presenting, if that makes sense. Right? So she's saying how supportive she'll be and how this and that. However, what she's actually showing everybody is how combative she is, how arrogant she is, how ready to ridicule somebody she is, and just how, you know what I'm saying, how she think too highly of herself and her presentation. And a lot of people will take that, oh, well, she's not supposed to have confidence. There's a difference between having confidence and thinking too highly of yourself and thinking too much about how you have presented to people. Not one of them, for all of what, and she thinks she's a bad bee, right? But for all of that, not one of those guys had an unpopped balloon. And the feedback for her was all pretty much the same feedback. You're too combative. You go back and forth. And you just seem like that type of person. You seem like if I take you on a date, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have a problem, like with somebody, like something ain't going to be did right. And you're going to have something to say, you know what I'm saying, about it. And it's a turnoff. And that's what the guys were saying. And even the last guy, she's like, well, what's your type? And the reason he hesitated is because it's not her physicality that's the problem necessarily. Like he did say, well, I kind of like natural women, you know what I'm saying? Them little 30-inch bust downs is played out. But it wasn't so much, and women don't get that. Women like her don't get that you can show up being physically attractive or whatever. But once your personality is crap, and that's what the guy basically said. Once your personality is crap, it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you. And that's why he hesitated, because I don't think that she wasn't just his type. Sometimes men don't necessarily, sometimes men have a type, and sometimes it's just about whether or not they're attracted. And they can be attracted to different things on different women. But at the same time, it's like you're unattractive, and it's difficult to get women like her to understand it doesn't have anything to do with your physical self. It has everything to do with the words that are coming out of your mouth and the way that those words are coming out of your mouth, the way that you are presenting your mindset, the way that you're presenting your personality. And he actually nailed it. He said, it's not pleasant. You're not pleasant. I don't think that if I had to have a conversation with you outside of this setting, that I would like you. You're not a pleasant person to be around. You don't have pleasant energy. You don't have good vibes. You have combative, I'm never satisfied. Something's always something. And I got to speak up, quote unquote, because I think that saying something about every little thing is me speaking up and having a backbone. And I think that I can't be silent about certain things because that's going to make me weak. Instead of understanding that you pick your battles. You pick your battles. Feminine women pick their battles. It's not that we never have anything to say about anything. It's never that we don't complain, or it's never that we don't speak up. It's just that some things are more important than others. And so therefore, if it's not super important, or if I don't have to make a big thing of it, I don't. But if I gotta say it, I will. Okay? That's what that is. That's simply picking your battles and saying what you need to say when you need to say it, right? It's not being a pushover. It's not being a doormat. And that's what she, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't understand it. She doesn't get it. She's full of herself. She's full of whatever she thinks that she is. And she's not even reading the room. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men, because there's another guy on the end, 7 or so men to give her the same feedback. And she still didn't take it. And these are men from different backgrounds. These are different types of men. These are different looking men. You know what I'm saying? And she showed up the same way for all of them. And they all had the same reaction to her. So it's you. You're the common denominator in the room. And this is why you got stud chicks don't even want to be with y'all. Like this is where that comes from. Anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.